I'm good. Caitlin, how are you doing?
Good. Breaking news. The honor killing situation in Jordan has deteriorated rapidly. Honor killings are generally considered a Muslim phenomenon based on the Arab society's value on honor. Honor is an integral part of society, and any behavior of a woman which suggests she is not chaste can threaten that family's honor. Women who commit adultery, marry the wrong man as viewed by her family, have sex before marriage, are raped, or are even seen talking to a man in a way deemed unchaste by the male members of her family, can become victims of brutal beatings, stabbings, abuse, or even death at the hands of her family. Many times this is initiated by the male members, the father or the brothers, because in the Arab society it is a patriarchal society where the honor rests with the father and the women are essentially property of the male members of their family. Many times these crimes go unreported. If in the rare case the men who commit these crimes are put in jail, the sentence is greatly lightened and the murderer is treated like a king for restoring his family's honor. Sadly, this still continues today, though more attention is being brought to these suffering women. Here are some of their stories.
One day in May 1994, Kafaya, a 16-year-old Jordanian girl, was strapped to a chair by her 32-year-old brother, who gave her a glass of water, told her to recite an Islamic prayer, and slashed her throat. He then ran out into the street, waving the bloodied knife and shouting, "I have killed my sister to cleanse my honor." The sister has been raped by one of their older brothers. In October 1998, Khadija, a 20-year-old Jordanian woman, ran away from home and was reported missing by her family. The police found her a week later and sent her for an examination to determine whether she was still a virgin, a standard procedure in missing persons cases. She was found to be a virgin and released into her father's custody. He took her to a deserted area, stabbed her 4 times in the chest, and slit her throat. He then turned himself into the police, still holding the knife, which he had used to kill his daughter and cleanse his honor. Lena, a 20-year-old Jordanian girl, became pregnant after being raped by her neighbor. When her pregnancy became apparent to her family, they decided to kill her. On September 24th, her brother drove her to a nearby football field owned by the Jordan Phosphate Mines Company, parked the car, and asked her to get out. He then repeatedly struck her in the head with a rock, drew a knife, slashed her throat and her stomach, left her by the side of the road, and went to turn himself in. His family treated him like a hero and later bailed him out, bringing him a white stallion for him to ride home. He was sentenced to 3 months in jail, but was instantly released because he'd served that amount of time waiting for the trial, even though he was out on bail the entire time. That same month, a 43-year-old man killed 2 of his sisters. Kafaya, 23, was shot twice in the back of the head, and Nadia, 32, was shot 5 times in the head and chest. Both were killed in their home in Ammon because he suspected them of immoral behavior. According to a woman in the neighborhood who wanted to remain anonymous, Nadia and Kafaya had good reputations, while their brother had a criminal record. Another neighbor reported that he might have killed his sisters because he didn't want them to inherit any property or money.
And stay tuned for further details. Nice to see you again, Haley.
You as well, Caitlin.
Breaking news in the honor killing cases in Jordan. In June 1996, a 27-year-old man spotted his 25-year-old sister, Nofa, with 2 female friends in Liali Zaman restaurant and nightclub. He forcibly dragged her from the table and shot her 7 times in the head and chest, causing a panic in the restaurant. Then he waited for the police to arrive and turned himself in, claiming he had killed her to cleanse his family's honor. In March 1997, a man killed his 15-year-old daughter by crushing her head with a large stone because he suspected her of having had relations with a neighbor. He told the police that when he questioned her about the matter, she denied having an immoral relationship with anyone, but he later killed her because he didn't believe her. The forensic examination revealed that she had never had any sexual relations. Also, in March of that same year, a 25-year-old married pregnant woman living in Irbid was shot to death by her brother. The family had discovered that she'd had relations with her husband prior to their wedding and urged their son to kill his married sister to cleanse their honor. She'd been married for 3 months and was 2 months pregnant.
Also, in June 1997, a 34-year-old Egyptian national raped an 18-year-old Jordanian girl. As is the law, both parties were placed in detention at Kwakwapa prison to protect their lives. The governor forced the man to marry his victim, which was his punishment for the rape. 2 weeks after the incident, they were released from the detention facility. Later, her father gunned them down, claiming that he had killed them to cleanse his family's honor, and because he and his family blamed her for the rape, since she knew the Egyptian, who was a worker in the neighborhood. In September 1995, 18-year-old Savia defied her uncle's wishes and married 21-year-old Mohammed, the man she loved. 2 weeks after they married, her 15-year-old brother, under instructions from her uncle, went to her home after her husband left for work and shot her 5 times in the head and chest. He immediately turned himself in, claiming to have cleansed his family's honor. A 14-year-old girl was at home talking on the phone one day in February 2000 when her 13-year-old brother strangled her with the phone cord. The youth confessed to murdering her and told the police that it was a crime of honor because she was talking to men over the phone. All tragic stories.
And sadly, these are only a glimpse of the many honor killings that go unreported each year in Jordan. Stay tuned for further details.
Have a nice night.